Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to present today. Hello, my name is Alwan Apriliani, name 33,220,162, Faculty of Language and Communication English Literature Study Program. And today I'm going to talk about classroom management final exam. I hope you find the insight usable and interested. And moving forward, the first one, table of the contents. There are six parts of the discussion. The first one, introduction, and the second one, teaching tolerance, and the next, helping student handle anger, frustration, and the aggression, descriptive behavior, and the next, solving the problem, and the last part is conclusion. And let's continue introduction. Classroom management is a critical skill for teacher to create a positive and effective learning environment. And it involves not only organizing the classroom, but also managing the student behavior, emotional and the social interaction. This session focus on the three key area. The first one is teaching tolerance, and the next helping student handle anger, frustration, and aggression, and the last managing uh, destructive behavior. In their aspect will help teachers support student academic success and the social emotion development while maintaining harmonies and order in the classroom. And the following slide, teaching tolerance. Teaching tolerance is the process of the teaching mutual respect and accepted of difference between individual in the classroom, be it difference in the race, religions, culture, gender, or social economic background. And the goal is to create an inclusive space and conducive learning environment while our students feel value and can develop optimal. And moving on, strategy for teaching tolerance. And there are five parts. The first one, recognizing and overcoming one's own bias. A teacher must be aware of challenge personal prejudice related to race, gender, religion, age, in order to teach tolerance authentically. And the next second one, building classroom engagement. Together with students, create classroom rules that emphasize the importance of respect and appreciating a difference. Discuss the meaning of the respect so the student understand the respecting different background is majority. And the next, applying culture completely. A teacher need to understand the issue faced by marginalized group in order to ease tolerance with relevant context. And the next, using interactive methods. Discussion, rules play, and the collaborative activities can help student expression. Then expressive first had the importance of tolerance. And the last, reinforcing a positive attitude. Give specific praise of tolerance behavior and use reward to motivate mutual respect. And now the next slide is helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression. Managing student anger, frustration, and aggression is an important part of classroom management to maintain a cognitive learning atmosphere and help student emotion development. And strategy handling, the first one is building positive relationship. Of course, strong relationship between teacher and student can reduce anger and aggression. And the next, recognizing trigger. Help students become aware of situation or thought that trigger their anger. Restoring. Teach a student to recognize hot tools that trigger anger and replace them with cool to calming tool. And the next, realizing technique and role play. And their student to use deep breathing technique, counting backward or other relaxation method when anger. Use role play to practice dealing with anger uh, in inducing situation. And the next, problem solving and the conflict resolution. Teach social skill and the problem solving so that student can manage conflict societally without aggression. And the last, provide approach. It is better to each emotion manage skill routinely rather than waiting for problem to arise. And proceeding to the next slide, descriptive behavior. Descriptive behavior is any form of student behavior in the classroom that hinder the teaching and the learning process, either by interrupting the teacher in teaching or disturbing on a situation or student in learning. And there are type of descriptive behavior. The type of descriptive behavior can be divided into several categories. Name class, describe them in the form of noise and distraction, aggression, which include verbal and physical aggressive behavior, and drifting off, which mean being lazy and not focused on the lesson. And the factors that cause this behavior are very diverse, ranging from individual factors such as unmet uh, psychology need and lack of motivation to learn, and influence to provoking peers and uncomfortable classroom environment and monotonous language or learning activity. To teacher factors such as uninteresting teacher style and ineffective classroom management. And there are strategy of managing and reducing disruptive behavior. First one is a build positive relationship with the student. Recognizing student is a characteristic, build trust and open communication. And the next, establish and reinforce classroom rules. Create clear, positive, and mutual agrees rules, post rules in the classroom and the main remind regularly. And the next, provide consequence and rewards. Apply consequence for infraction, reward positive behavior. And the next, apply interested learning strategy. Very teaching method to avoid monetary effectively engage student in the classroom activity. And the next, monitoring and provide a intervention. Observe student behavior and address problem early on. Provide motivation and the support according to student needs. And the last part is a model positive behavior. Teachers should demonstrate behavior aspect of students, show empathy, practice, and assertive. And now, um, that where are covered at the first part, let's move on the second part. The part two, solving the problem. And the problem one, there are the case problem and there is the question. And my opinion, the first one, and the first one strategy is a functional behavior assessment or VBA and behavior and intervention plan BIP. Mr. Johnson can conduct a functional behavior assessment to identify the trigger and the function behind Alex's aggressive behavior, understanding why Alex acts aggressively, example, seeking attention, avoiding tasks, maybe, and allow her to develop a tailored behavior intervention plan that address the root causes with specific strategy. This approach helps in creating a target intervention rather than genetic punishment. And the next consists use of positive behavior support. While Mr. Johnson has stressed positive reinforcement and increasing consistency and immediately in rewinding Alex positive behavior can strengthen his motivation to behave approach deadly. And the next, teaching social emotional skill. Mr. Johnson can incorporate social emotional learning or SEL activity into her routine to help Alex develop skills such as anger management, conflict solution, and empathy. Role-playing scenario or small group session focus on their skill can reduce aggressive outbursts by equipping Alex with a healthier way to express emotional and interaction with peers. And the next, let's take a look the second part. Problem two, there are some. There is the case problem and the question. In my opinion, the first one strategy effective learning and variant instructional method. Mr. Smith should incorporate more active learning strategies such as group work, hand-on activity, or match game that engage students directly. Variants instructional method prevent monotone and keep student interested, reducing daydreaming and off-task behavior. And the second one is a clear expectation and structure routines. Establishing clear classroom rules about phone use and off-task behavior, of course, along with concise routines, help students understand what is expected. For example, implement uh, phone-free period or design time for phone use can minimize distraction and increase focus during listen. And the next, the plus strategy is frequent check-in and the proximity control. Mr. Smith can use proximity control by moving around the classroom and check in with the student frequently. This nonverbal could often help focus student without interrupting the flow of the lesson. And additionally, brief verbal remind or question direction at off task student can help bring their attention back to the task. Proceeding to the last slide, there are the case problem and the question. And uh, my opinion strategy, the first one, restorative practice and the positive relationship. Mrs. Browns can implement restorative conversation with the Jack to build a positive relationship and help him understand the impact of his behavior on others. This approach promotes accountability and empathy, encouraging Jack to take responsibility for his action and improve his behavior. And the second one is a clear and concise uh, consequence coupled with a positive reinforcement. Establishing a clear system of consequence for disruptive behavior alongside recognizing all positive behavior help Jack understand boundaries and the motivation better conductive. For example, a behavior chart or contracts can make expectation explicit and provide danger indicative for improvement. And the last strategy is engine instruction and the student choice. Overengaged choice is assessment or activity can increase his engagement and reduce disruptive behavior. When students feel some control over their learning, they are more likely to practice uh, and participate constructively. And Mrs. Brown could also use interactive discussion or project that channel Jeff's energy productively. And there are my presentation. Thank you for listening. I hope this presentation was informative and helpful. Bye.